Hi, I'm Moody, feeling moody. You know what that means. It's time for a moon message. Today's moon is the last quarter moon under the astrological sign of Scorpio. This reading is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and both nodes Pisces. Holy Spirit, angel guides, spirit guides. What is the August reading? The message for Pisces. Tell me. Hi Pisces, thank you so much for stopping by the channel. I really appreciate you being here. I'm grateful for you. I hope that in turn I can say something that helps you or that you can resonate with. If so, like and subscribe. All right. So if you've hung out with me for a while, Pisces, you know that every month I generally follow the Native American tribes' traditions of naming the month. They actually name the full moon, but I usually carry that name out through the month because of the spiritual attributes. All right, so August is called the Sturgeon Moon Month, Pisces, because Native American tribes in the Great Lake region found this freshwater fish to be plentiful and abundant in August. The sturgeon fish also signifies the end and the change of seasons, right? August, we're getting ready to go into fall. Because of the sturgeon fish's abundance and the return annually, the fish began to become associated with spiritual themes like strength, resilience, resourcefulness. They began to see the fish to have the ability to navigate the water, the currents of the water, and in spite of that, to make progress and return back to the same location every year. Spirit is correlating us in August with the sturgeon fish. He wants us to show strength, to be resilient, to be resourceful, to persevere, to show the ability to navigate life's currents and make progress. And now is the time to make progress, right? It's August. And we know August is the time we're getting our kids ready to go back to school, towards the end, looking at that budget. Wow, getting back to work, getting back to business, making progress. Also, the sturgeon fish is a solitary fish, meaning they like to hang out with their own, be around their own like-minded fish. And especially during mating season, which is August. The males mate only once or twice a year, and I can hear my male viewers saying that would never work for me. The females mate 2 or 4 times a year. But what's important with the sturgeon fish is that they establish community. A large community. Being around other fish, they feel like they can be themselves. They can be authentic. They don't have to wear a mask. They don't have to perpetrate a fraud. They can let their true self come through. And everybody being their true selves together fosters a positive connection. It really does. And so this connection is really important when you also look at what is happening from an astrology standpoint. And we'll get to that in a minute. But the last thing I want to say on the sturgeon moon, it's important. This was a meaty fish. It wasn't a flim-flam fish. It was fat. They're fat. And some of them are long. And they fill you up when you eat them. You feel satisfied. And not only that, their eggs are used to produce caviar. So they are a delicacy. Well, this rose the ante for me on a sturgeon fish. And I could see how we correlate with them because astrologically, in August, on August 9th, we're going to have a planetary parade. And it's also the full moon in Aquarius, same date. But this planetary parade is what Spirit wants me to talk about. 6 planets, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus and Neptune joined together. Now just think of that energy, right? Think of the potency of that energy, what they could accomplish, achieve. Whew! My goodness. And he is bringing this up also because the planetary alignment is seen as correlating with significant events here on Earth. And it also reflects the interconnectedness of these planets, right? And we are interconnected here in America because states came out, and so that's applicable here. But we are also being told to align. That's the correlation. To align with like-minded, with other schools of fish that we agree with. That we agree we have the same morals and values. This is really about good and evil, basic. Truth and lies. And deception and enlightenment. And you know what? Yeah, this is about us coming together for a higher calling right now. Spirit saying we should align. It's time to align and to stand up for the injustices. And we're interconnected. If it happens someplace around the world, it can happen right where you and I live too. And a good example of us standing up for injustices is Gaza. We all feel terrible about that, right? But if it could happen there, it would happen here. And it's just not right for it to happen at all. There's so much food on this earth that nobody should be starving. So we know there are certain things happening also to the elderly, healthcare, money being given to people who don't need it, taken out of the mouths of children. This is going to hurt. So that's why Spirit is calling us to this collective consciousness. He is saying that when we align, we are a potent force, right? We are a force of the universe, of divine. He's going to bless this for us because he wants you to carry out, to speak out, to harmonize and create a voice that's potent, that can bring growth, change, right? Collective change that impacts the world, our interconnectedness, right? Everybody should have health care, right? Everybody should have education. Everybody should have some basic things. And that's what we're standing up for, right? Doing the right thing for the right group of people. Some people have no voice. Maybe you're being asked to have a voice, Pisces. Let's see. So it's important for us to connect with divine, to establish a relationship with him now before we need one with him, and we haven't taken the time to do that. Collective consciousness is what August is about. It's about us schooling with like-minded people for the greater good. It's about us creating that bond, that strength. We the people. Yeah, powerful consciousness. I think of the power of all those planets. Forget it, okay? And then with divine behind us and our intentions, things are bound to transform. Harmonization, alignment starts with us, though, right? We got to feel imbalanced in ourselves, aligning our own energies to our spiritual path. That's what we're talking about. Being in the cosmic flow, as above, so below, right? Yeah. Gaza, global warming, feeding the world, taking care of the elderly, helping the poor, being charitable. I mean, I couldn't even believe that PSB is off. I don't know if you know that channel, but I'm not here to talk about politics or anything. I'm here to talk about this planetary alignment, because Spirit wants to do something with the collective consciousness here, right? Because good and evil seems to be rampant, prevailing, and he needs us to rise up to lift that vibration up. That's right. Reverse negativity. We can do it. The time is coming for us to do that. All right, I'm going to get into tarot now. Pisces. All right, what's going on? Saturn is in Pisces, right? And Neptune is still retrograde until December. Okay. What is the Sturgeon Moon message for Pisces Spirit? Wow. Okay. Oh. Wow. Somebody may not have chosen you. Somebody could have made the wrong decision. Yeah, the wrong decision. Okay. Let me get some cards out here. Wow. Okay. What? Okay. Here you go, Pisces. I see. Ooh, playing with your heart. Okay. So yeah, this seems to be somebody could have been going back and forth. You or them or you, back and forth. At a crossroads, not really knowing what to do. And so the Justice card reverses them doing the wrong thing. And then in retrospect, having 20/20 hindsight, oh, I should have. Okay. And now they want to act like that never happened. Okay. But it did happen. Because it hurt you. It hurt you. They did something that hurt your feelings, right? They didn't choose you, and you probably were there for them. They didn't remember all the times you were there, that you stood up for them, that you came to get them, that you gave them money, yeah, a place to sleep. Whoa. Yeah, Pisces. Somebody didn't do right by you. And this, I hope, is your story, or you are able to resonate with something out in this reading. Somebody hurt you. And this is all about the High Priestess, though. Maybe you made a mistake by choosing somebody and they did something that wasn't righteous to you. But it was a lesson with the Queen of Swords. The Queen or King of Swords always learns something. You know, they are very intellectual. So they will say, well, okay, what was the meaning of this happening? in my life. They're going to go very deep. And that's that high priestess energy too. Sometimes you want the answers to why certain things have happened to you. The star, that helps you heal, to get things into perspective, to get back in touch with spirit, that divine connection. In August, it's a great time to do it, right? Or strengthen our connection with spirit. Yeah, I see that happening because you have the Three of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Star current energy. So you are doing the right thing. You are taking inventory. You have the Hermit in future energy. Yes, because you'll still be in retrograde. So it makes sense. You'll be doing a lot of inward work about what happened so that you don't make the same choice again. So that you avoid people that are envious or jealous of you or have negative intentions for you. Also, so that you make the right choices going forward for yourself, right? You're juggling a lot of responsibilities, work, school, you probably got kids, school's getting ready to come back in. It is time to get down to business. If that's not your scenario with kids in school, you're looking at your budget. You're looking at your budget. You're trying to figure out how you can make more ends meet. And you can. Streaming. You can. I don't know why I'm saying that, but there is something with streaming. You can, by having another job, stream is what I wanted to say. But there is something with streaming. Okay. Give me one card on streaming. What was I trying to say? That's not one card. Yeah, it's lucrative. It's lucrative. The King of Pentacles is getting back down to business. I mean, he's the epitome of business, right? And he is watchful over his pentacles. I see you watching over your pentacles, actually counting, budgeting, preparing for the future. This is the lesson that you learned. Whether whoever made the mistake, it doesn't matter, because when God is trying to teach us a lesson, everybody involved in the lesson that knows of the circumstances is impacted by it. Absolutely. And here's the Hierophant. And right now you have 3 major arcanas, 4, 5. Oop. And you have 4 in a quad. The High Priestess, the Star, the Hermit, and the World. Your intuition is definitely helping you heal. It's inspiring you again. You're getting hopeful again. And you're focusing on your wish fulfillment, what you want next. Right. Even though things are retrograde, this is the time to do the work. Pisces, any work that you do now, any seeds that you plant now will harvest. This is about a successful ending and a great new beginning. Absolutely. I do see, look how you reappear. These are your 2 qualifying cards. Definitely giving you inspiration. Yes, your value is rising. It is. Some of you are working on a project. Talk about getting back down to business on a project. Right. Working on doing maybe another job stream. Absolutely. And you could have chosen to work with the wrong group of people. Right. You know, these are people that really are jealous of you. Like they've always been envious of you, or you have something that they don't have, and there's some undercurrent there. I'm not sure what it is, but there is, and this is past energy. That's the group of people. There's 5 of them, or friends. It could be less than 5, but there was more than one other person that you may have wanted to invest in. You believed that you two could, your group could do something. But Spirit says, Pisces, and I think I told you this before, that you need to work alone. You need to work alone, because you may not know all these undercurrents, who they're coming from. Look at the direction. You don't, but you know it's there, because when it comes time for you guys to really pull together, they disappear, or it dissolves, right? This is about you choosing and picking what you want. Oh my goodness. He just told me pick them up. Pick this up. Really getting in touch with your heart. What is it that you want to do? And it's you, nobody else. Just you. 1 cup. Right? He's asking you now. He's asking you. Spirit. He said, can you get some cards on the table, Moody? You think you could do that? Yeah? I would like to know. Look at this. Everybody's going to change their perspective. But this one person, this person didn't choose you for love, or you didn't choose them. They're just getting out of a marriage, out of a relationship. They are taking some time, but you need to know they're watching you. They're interested. But you've walked away. This is over. And that's good. Okay? Yeah, you see, you know the deal on that. Been there, seen what I needed to see, and I don't need to see it again. Okay? Tell me what is going on. Because you're moving on. Your intuition is strong. It's heightened during this month. It's the 8th month. So abundance is top of mind. Your abundance, your well-being. You are focused on yourself. Getting back to business. Getting back on budget. On target. You have things you want. And so you're prepared to do what you have to do to get it. Saving money, foregoing frivolous things, being disciplined. Okay. Is Saturn in your sign? Yes, Saturn is in Pisces. You're being very disciplined. And like, I gotta be responsible. I gotta hold true to my word. That's the King of Pentacles. Love. Tell me what's going on with love. Somebody is dealing with unrequited love, right? Like somebody is giving more than they're getting. Could be you, and it could be the way that somebody's treating you, but you know, you are very giving. And when you want to make something work, you can overextend. But Spirit is saying, you know, because that's like needing it, being dependent on that. You know, true love is free. It is unencumbered with a sense of dependency. Yeah, there could be addictions. There could be obsessive. There's some type of deceptive, negative energy with somebody you dealt with in the past. Right. Now, somebody could have not chosen you, right, in the past, which they didn't. And it was an injustice to you then. But now you see clearly why it happened. It's a good thing, actually. Here, you're grateful for what didn't happen, right? But That was unrequited love. That's why that didn't happen. Right. And this person could still have an addiction. Maybe you broke an addiction, or you're being called to break an addiction, and you don't need anybody adding to that. Spirit's saying allow your heart to sing, which means in August, under the sturgeon moon, you have to put yourself around like-minded people. And that takes you getting to know them, yes. But people that know your heart, that want to hear you sing, they want to see you happy. That is making sure that you align with the right group. And when you do that, you're going to meet a past life soulmate. This is somebody that comes back every lifetime to see if that passion is still there, if they can still make your heart sing. I love this. I'm getting it. Because this is a past life, right? You may not have met them yet in this life. You know them from a previous life. But you've already met the partner that you seek. So let's find out a little bit more about this past life soulmate. Tell us, Spirit. This is coming in the future. Yeah, because you'll know that you've met them, because you're going to feel really good about this. You're going to know that they're part of your tribe, your group. You should be around them. They allow you to be you. They accept you for you, love you just the way you are. Yeah. What else about this past life person? Because I feel you maybe have been making mistakes in who you've been giving your heart to. Yeah. This past life person, once they come into the picture, your spiritual journey begins. What else about this person? You're going to feel your heart beat faster. Yeah. Your heart is going to sing. And with joy, I mean, you're going to be so excited. Because this person is different. Right? This could be the one you were waiting for, hoping for. I'm so glad you let go of that unrequited love. Any type of love that you giving more of yourself, because they need to cherish you. They do. Okay. And some of you, because of maybe a bad choice in the past, have trust issues. And you're going to need to get over that if you want a relationship. Spirit understands why the trust issues exist, but you can't bring mistrust into a relationship with Pisces, or because Pisces wouldn't do that to you. Right, Pisces? Right. Right. That's why healing is so important in August. And you have the star. You have the star. It's like you know that you need time. And you also need time because you don't want to bring any baggage. You want it to work the next time. Yeah. You can't be bringing any negative energy and expect it to work. What else does Pisces, August, Sturgeon, Moon? What else? August is definitely a time to pay attention to who you surround yourself with. And look at this. You have the High Priestess here. There is some type of duality. But continue to be like the sturgeon fish. Don't lose your vigilance. Don't give up. Persevere. Be resilient. Bounce back into love. Learn to trust again. Because the one is coming in. Uh-oh. Spirit is also talking about your career being on the rise. Maybe you've gone to school, you've been investing in yourself. Something is going on because you are moving up. Your boss likes you. Maybe there's a promotion you should go for. There are new opportunities that will increase your salary, allow you to go to the next level. Let's see about some more information concerning your career, opportunities. Roll the dice. I wanted to like put this back in, but it wouldn't let me, and it didn't fall. But this is taking a chance, putting yourself out there. Stop hiding your talents. Pisces, it's time to take a risk and step into the spotlight. Ooh, some of you, there's a spotlight. A stage could be involved. Putting the spotlight on something you've been working with, because you are getting back down to business. Focusing again. With the King of Pentacles, he focuses. Plus, you're in retrograde. You are reviewing, analyzing, preparing, working on something. I hope it's something that only requires you and not anybody else. Just for you to work on, because that is going to be successful. What else? You got to do something yourself. I don't know what. What, Spirit? What does Pisces need to do? Begin to manifest what you want by writing your intentions down and then taking inspire action to make it happen. And do not stop until what you want has manifested. Okay. All right, Pisces. What else? Okay. So let's summarize. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment. Thank you so much for staying till the end. Opportunities will soon knock at your door. Some of you have been doing the work. Head down, focusing on what you want to do, because you have debt and you want to pay it off. You want a car. You want things. Exactly. I felt that. Feminine forces. You did have a card talking about duality. That's to let you know you get more with sugar than vinegar. So your feminine qualities, each of us have feminine and masculine qualities, right? The Emperor, the Empress is made up of the Emperor, the Empress. All the queens, all the kings. So your feminine energies are very important now when it comes to relationship, when it comes to balance. They bring prosperity. Be patient and be humble. You can do everything by yourself, but life is to be shared. This is about this partner coming in, this past life relationship. Partner up with the right spirit and you'll become a force. And if that happens, you can believe that spirit is going to use you. Honor commitments with people around. Yeah, I feel people weren't really honoring commitments to you. But you're not held accountable for what others do. But you're held accountable for what you do. So honor commitments and people around you. Don't judge. Just listen. 2222 in the comments for me. And thank you so much for staying till the end and until the next moon phase. Namaste.